And now, Jason Brett presents Friday Night STREAMAROONOOS.
Well, I fucked that up. Fucking hell. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday Night STREAMAROONOOS. Thanks for jumping in, everybody. I can see all the people here. We have, of course, got a special guest for the evening. And I will preface this. It won't be 8 hours because I've been told no. So, sorry, everybody. This is not going to happen. GEORDie Paul, everybody. Woohoo!
Thank you very much for having me on, Mr. Brett.
Yes. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, man. It's cool.
No,
How are you doing?
Nice. I'm good. And I think I said this to Paulie last Friday, that it's nice to be on the other end of a stream. Because the amount of stuff that I have to do for Rob and Pete is unbelievable. I've got to pull every comment up. I've got to do absolutely everything. So to sit back, relax, and just talk is going to be a hell of a lot easier than what I normally do on a Sunday.
Yep, and I've got to try and keep up with these comments, and they've already flooded in already. People got in early today. I really appreciate everybody. Thanks for everyone for jumping in. But we'll get to some hellos. The legend that is Scott is in. Hello, Scott. Thanks for jumping in this evening.
Legendary Scott Tobin.
My good friend Ulysses is in. Oi, bruv,
Good evening.
He says. Good evening. We have the bounty of Dudun, Robert Fitz bounty in the chat. He's got to head off at 9, so he won't be able to be in the chat.
Honestly, Rob, what kind of plans has he got? Seriously,
he's probably going like late night Blu-ray hunting or something.
Well, I don't know what's going on in his house.
Did you hear about it? I tried to phone him like 18 times today. He wouldn't answer me, the bastard.
Yeah, then he sent that video message, and it was just, I mean, here's me crying, hoping he's going to come here, and then there's you he's not going to see, and then he just goes hunting on his own. It's ridiculous. Wasn't happy.
It's so out of order.
the bounty's off the Christmas list, I'll tell you that now.
Luke is in the chat. Hello, Luke. Thanks for jumping in.
Good evening, Luke. Nice to have you on board.
Here he is. The legend known as Phil 4K. Phil, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for that box of Blu-rays, man. You are an absolute legend. Thank you so much. Yep. It's just Phil, overwhelming, man. So good.
Phil, I've got your thing up here. Not you can see it because of the light, but it is here on display. And so that everybody can see how generous he is. Da-dun! Da-dun, should I say? There it is.
Da-dun. You sort of can see the little figures that Phil sent me the first time round. They're sort of there. The bit like you got the Spider Ham, then you've got the gold Hulk. Sort of, they're there. They're on display, so that's all good in the background. My good friend Jack from Physical Media Madness. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for jumping in.
Jack, you said Jack. You said Jack a box, didn't you?
Yeah. I did. Yeah. He won we held a few competitions during the stream last week, and he seems to have speed fingers because it was all a typing speed test. He was like, type this, the first one to type this wins it, and he won like I think 3 giveaways that night, so he did well.
Oh, fair play. Fair play.
He's the guest for next week on the stream, so I'm looking forward to chatting with Jack. That's gonna be cool.
So that'll be Jack's first live stream, I'm guessing, as in ever.
I think. Maybe, I'm not too sure, to be honest. But I tell you what, everyone should subscribe to Jack at Physical Media Madness because he's at 35 subs, and that is criminal because his content is so good. I really recommend everyone to jump and subscribe to him.
I'm already subscribed, Jack, so don't worry about that, son. I'm already on board, son.
Awesome. My good friend Fraser, also known as Ramhammer's in. He says, "What in the dizzle sticks is up?" Everything. There you go.
Ram Hammer is iconic on this live stream. He's always here. He seems to have good crack, so I'm looking forward to some good questions of him.
Yes, sir. Where are we? Okay, Lauren's here from Lauren's Collection. Thanks for jumping in, Lauren. Appreciate it.
Hiya, Lauren. Nice to have you on board with a lovely Brundle fry in the pic. Brundle fry? Blundle fry? I couldn't even say it. Jeff Goldblum with bad makeup. We'll say it that way.
That's new. That's a new way of saying things. Leon from last week's stream, Leon Talks Films. It's going very well, Leon. Thanks for jumping in the stream. Really appreciate it.
You'll be pleased to know, Leon, you'll be having an early night tonight, so don't worry.
We have Jason ODL. I think this is my mate Jason from up the road, because I think ODL is his name, is his band name's initials. So
okay,
thanks for jumping in the stream, Jason. No questions yet. No questions yet.
Is that it? Okay, right, thanks. I'm good. Oh, no.
Luke says, nice. All right, he's talking to Phil. My bad. Yeah, what Phil did was amazing. That box was unreal, honestly. Unreal. Ramhammer says, I am inevitable. I mean, isn't that life? Life is inevitable. Death is inevitable.
Ramhammer turning up on your stream is inevitable.
Yeah.
What's not inevitable is another person having a lovely picture such as this. This is a one-off.
I mean, that Dilophosaurus picture is, but there are other channels that have pictures from me.
Yes, but this Dilophosaurus, though, is purely a one-off because it is a thing of beauty. This is going with me to my grave. That sounds really morbid, which is obviously inevitable, but there you go.
Well, Robert Fetz Bounty asks, so who is your favourite YouTuber with Bounty in their name?
Cadbury's Bounty? Have they got a YouTube channel? I think Cadbury's don't even do Bounty, and what am I talking about? I'm sure I could find another Bounty on YouTube. If we do a little Google search, I could easily follow them.
Yeah, I think there's a channel called Batman's Bounty as well. I think there's one, because technically Batman is a bounty hunter in some regards, like a bounty vigilante. So I think there's a channel for Batman there as well. I think I've seen.
You probably have superior YouTube content to Rob, to be honest. I mean, Rob struggles for half the time anyway.
Answer your phone, Rob. 18 missed calls, damn it. Anyway.
Bastard.
Jason says, not me, this Jason. He says, fellow Toon as a guest. He's okay in my books. Yeah, Jason is a Newcastle fan.
Okay. So is he a Geordie as well, or is he just...
No, he lives like literally 2 minutes from my house.
All right, so it's not from my neck of the woods. He just supports my team. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Good lad. I don't know why, because they were shit, but there you go. You're not a football man, though, are you, Jason?
Not really. I'm not into football at all. I'm not really into any sports, really. I would say wrestling, but is that really a sport? It's debatable.
Entertainment.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Scott asks, "What's your favorite turtle?" When you say that, do you mean Ninja Turtle?
You probably will. I'm guessing if you've got a favorite Ninja Turtle, I'm going to guess. Have you got one?
Yeah.
Is it going to be the same as mine, which is this one here?
Yes. Raphael.
Yes. There we go.
When I was growing up watching the cartoon, it used to be Leonardo, but as I've grown up, I realized Leonardo literally has no character. He's the most boring character out of a lot of them. He literally has no character.
I think I like Raphael purely because he was a bit of a dick. That's what made me like him. So, and obviously, even in the movie, he comes across as a bit of a loner and a bit of a knob. So I quite liked him as well.
Ramhammer says, quickly find a different channel with Bounty in the name. I mean,
yeah, I'm already. I mean, I say I'm already on here, but I'm not because that's the case. So the laptop's on charge for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm back at work tomorrow, Jason. What's all that about, man? I've had 2 weeks off, and then I'm working a Saturday. I'm starting work at 8 o'clock as well.
At least you have a job, my friend. I don't, so I can't make no money.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so sorry.
That's all right.
So I'm on shitty universal credit until I find something, and there's nothing out there at the moment. so it's a bit shit. We have the quiz master in today. We have James Millership. Oh, one button, boosh. James Millership. I'm
James
terrible.
is back on my stream a week on Sunday to be the Quizmaster Generale.
Who's on your stream this Sunday?
So Alan, Kermit's Ghost, is on this Sunday.
Cool.
It's his return because he was our first. It was me and Pete did it on our own once, and then me and Pete did it with Alan after that, and he was our first ever guest. So he's back on. I don't think he's ever spoken to Rob before. But yeah, Alan's great. I think Alan's really sound. His videos are amazing. The fact he does a history tour of Brighton before he comes on is always good. I enjoy that. But with regard to James, James is good. He's already been made aware not to do 60 questions like last time. Because he's already. I was just going to say, I don't want to do a Jason Brett style quiz. You'll be like, tonight's one of 300 questions. We will start now and you will end at 8 a.m. is. But yeah, so I'm on obviously because me, Rob, and Pete do it, and then Jamie's back on as reigning champ, and then we've got Big Paulie on as the competition.
When did Rob become an official kind of host on your podcast? Because he's become kind of a mainstay now, isn't he?
Yeah, it was. What was supposed to happen was it was me, Pete, and Tony from Horror and Todge were supposed to be next, and then he got ill, so I had to cancel it with Tony to say like we're not here. And then Jake from Jake Talks Movies came and said, "Look, do you want to do a quick impromptu? I'll be there for you tonight." Like, yeah, so we did a quick hour and a half or so, and then Rob messaged me and went, "If you want, I'll do it with you." So we did, and then he was just basically filling in while Pete was recovering, and I just said to Pete, "Your priority is obviously your health. Don't bother coming back." I didn't say don't bother coming back. I was like, "Come back when you're ready to go."
Yeah.
And then he came, and then Rob's like, "Oh, I'll just go." I said, "No, your the chemistry between me and you is good. I want to keep that, and the chemistry between me and Pete's good. So we'll just keep it all." I obviously asked Pete and said if he's all right. He said, "Yeah, he's sound." So it was just a case of Rob came in as a kind of a temporary person, and then he passed the job interview, and he's now permanent.
That's cool, man.
So there you go.
That's cool.
Rob carry on.
I think Rob brings a bit of like I just think Rob's got a good sense of humor, and he brings a bit more of a wackiness to the streams. I'm not saying you guys are not funny or anything. I'm just saying Rob brings that extra little. We're all kind of different in our personalities. He brings that extra little bit of personality to everything.
Yeah, Rob brings out a kind of like I don't give two shits attitude, whereas I'm like, oh, maybe, But yeah, we have been talking about possibly doing a podcast, me and Rob. Starting off with films and turning into whatever like basically just a whinge at society probably. But I've kind of got the app, but we haven't really done anything with it because we're both too lazy.
Yeah, me and my friend Fraser Ramhammer, you know him as, I literally announced our podcast on my channel about 2-3 weeks ago, maybe longer than that, maybe about a month ago. It's called Fraser and Jay versus Evil. Is our podcast? It's going to be a horror movie
Yes,
podcast.
that's right. Because I remember you asking people for suggestions with regards to the name for it.
Yeah, and we still haven't recorded our first episode. We still haven't got around to it.
But at least you got a podcast title though, so that's always a good start.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what we'd do. It would just be basically a case of me. I think it would be a case an hour of me and him chatting shit. That would basically be what it would be. But be careful because our lives might listen to it, so we can't go down that route. This bitching on about everybody, unfortunately. But yeah, there you go.
I don't know the answer. There's just Phil was asking a question, but I don't know the answer. So I wonder if you do. Which actor is the voice of the Oracle in the Golden Voyage of Sinbad?
It's not Kojak, is it?
Because I've not seen that film, so I can't comment.
The Golden Voyage of Sinbad is that a Harryhausen one? I'm sure the Golden Voyage of Sinbad, because they did 2 Sinbads, didn't they? And then they did Jack the Giant Killer. So I always remember 3 when I was growing up with them. And obviously Jason the Argonaut.
I think that's 3 Sinbads, isn't there?
They did a new one, didn't they?
I swear there was like there's that box set from Indicator. It's just like It's a trilogy.
Yes.
I'm sure of it.
That's
I
because
could be wrong.
I always like Jack the Jackal the best out of all those that I watched. But then I do have a weak soft spot for Jason the Argonauts.
I
It
love
is
that film. I
it's
love that
very
film so much.
it is
My
good.
dad,
Good.
my dad used to joke with me. Like, I used to go, "Why'd you call me Jason?" And he'd be like, "After Jason and the Argonauts." I was like, "Why is that?" He goes, "You made it through the cliffs."
That's understandable. Yes, before they collapsed on you.
Yeah. Anyway, Jack asks, "What is your all-time favorite movie poster?" Fuck.
I've got mine's on my wall. Hang on. Will it show up? I don't know. It's that one there, the Wolverine one.
Oh, the Wolverine one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just the artwork because it's Japanese artwork. The film's obviously not the best, but I just like the image of him, and it's all done like with pencils and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, yeah.
But that would
I,
be my favorite, I think.
I don't know what mine would be. Like, I don't really have any like really film poster stuff in my room, to be honest. But like, if I were to, it's not. I don't have a favorite of all time. That's really hard to answer. But say what you will about the movie, because it's not the best movie, which is Godzilla '98. But I think the poster's awesome with the giant foot and the helicopters around it and stuff. Do you remember
Yes,
the
because there's the other
Godzilla
one, the
98?
steelbook art. Isn't the other steelbook art the eye?
Yeah, I hate that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual
I've got,
theatrical poster is like really cool poster. I
have
think it's
you
really cool.
have I showed you what the movie posters I've got in this room are?
I think so. Like I think on your one,
Instagram.
I think the stream that I was on your channel, you did a quick like, because I think someone did mention like, oh, show us a room tour or show us what posters you got. And I think you've got like Jurassic World.
I've changed them
Jurassic
all now.
World. Oh, you've changed them all. Okay,
I
maybe I
changed them
don't know what you have.
occasionally. What I do, hang on, I'll take this off here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first. We are mobile on Jason's stream. Let me put the light on. There we go. So we have that's that poster, obviously, and then we have Captain Marvel. We have
burn it.
no.
I fucking hate that movie.
I love her.
Oh,
I love Brie
fucking,
Larson.
fucking, I hate that movie, and she's a cunt. So there you go.
No. And then we have this one, which you can't see because it's a reflect Prometheus one.
Oh, it's a
Took me
Prometheus,
ages to get a maxi size poster, and then we've got
that's a cool poster though as well.
But this one,
Yeah, that's cool. I've always liked that poster. That's a good poster.
Joker, and then we have Back to the Future. We have the First Purge, and underneath the First Purge is what is it underneath it? Can I put one on? I think it's Infinity War, and then I've got the It one there. And then we have over here, you've just lost 2 subscribers from me doing this, sorry. We have Side Newcastle thing, Kelly Brook, and then we have see, I've changed them. So Stranger Things season 3, and we have The Dun.
Awesome.
And then we have Battle of the Five Armies, and then we have the Covenant of the Alien, and behind that is Dunkirk, and behind that are some Star Wars ones.
Why?
So
why are you covering over posters?
I'll tell you why. Because I've got those command strips. You know, the kind of sticky things, so you can kind of like peel them.
That's what I use. Yeah, that's what I use.
So they're on there, but I don't have any left. So if I peel them off to put another poster up, I'll have to buy them, and I can't be asked. So I'll just get blue tack and just stick them on top of it, which means I can then take those ones off and just leave those other ones behind them. It's basic laziness, is what it is. So there you go. First room tour you've had on your channel, Jason. You are welcome. And now I'm going to get Bill tonight because everybody knows where everything is, which is even better.
What you should do before your next video, change everything around so you know, just as if nothing's happened.
I should. Well, yeah. To be honest, because I've got all of them here, I've lost the Empire Strikes Back poster. I don't know where that's gone. I was going to put that up.
So wait. So you've got a fucking Captain Marvel shit on your wall, but you haven't got Empire Strike. What?
The Captain Marvel isn't in a frame. The ones in framed are the ones which I change around. But
Okay, yeah.
Back to the Future and Joker, they remain. They are always in the frames. and maybe the done Mandalorian is, but Lord the
Dun-dun.
Hobbit and Stranger Things changed. So I interchanged them and I moved them around like different places. But yeah, lovely Brie Larson will forever remain there. It's when I wake up, if I stay here at night time, if I get kicked out of our room because the wife says I snore, then I kind of turn over and I can turn the light on and I can look Brie right in the face. And she looks back at me and says 2 words, restraining order. And at that point I fall back asleep.
And that's why they've removed Pepe Le Pew from Space Jam 2.
Because
He's got a line in the film like, "Oh, I used to date her, but now I can't because she's got a restraining order on me," or something. He says like that. Like apparently it's inciting rape culture, which is utter bollocks. But well, I've rated about that last week, so I'll shut up now.
Okay.
We're like about 15 minutes behind the stream.
Well, what I'll say is, if anything goes wrong, I'll go tangent. Jason, remain on the road, and then go back.
I was going to put a little banner that scrolls along saying we promise we won't tangent, but I thought no, that's never going to happen. So I won't put a banner at the bottom.
Because to be honest, I'm kind of like, because what's the word? I don't really, because I know the 3 horses of it, because I oversee. So we're going off in tangent here. I try to bring the guys back in and say, right, okay, we'll just go quick fire questions and we go through, and then that's what we did the other day, and that's how we got to the bottom of the questions. I was like, oh, okay, right, cheers, bye everybody, and then I went, and they stayed on the chat to themselves afterwards for 20 minutes, and I was here watching TV by myself.
So let's go on quick questions. Right, Scott asks, Jason, how many Arrow videos did you pick up, mate? Arrow, mate, about. If I'm going to go over and count them in a minute. No, a good 25 titles in a span of a week. I went a bit crazy. I dipped into savings that I shouldn't have dipped into, but oh well.
The things that Arrow sales, they come now and again, but some of them might not because of like the RoboCop limited edition one, things like that. So you've got to grab them. I mean, I only got 2. I only got Nightbreed and Under the Stairs, and that was it. I think sometimes Arrow films flatter to deceive. You look, oh, that looks good, get it, and you watch it and you go, that was shite. So I'm gonna dabble a bit with it. You gotta see what's good and what's not.
Good friend Darius Asadi's in the chat. Nice to jump in, Darius. Nice to see you, mate.
Good evening, Darius.
Movie Matt is in the chat. Hello, sir. Thanks for jumping in.
Hi, James. Nice to have you on, fella.
I'm skipping some of these that we've already like kind of spoke about. Oh, Ramhammer clarifies it's Robert Shaw as the Oracle, and yeah, that's a Harryhausen movie.
Oh well, at least I get 50%. I didn't get the answer right, but I got the Harryhausen bit, so that's better knowledge. Just a bit.
10 points. 10 points, Paul. 10 points.
A little bit.
Okay. James asks, did you pick up the RoboCop Steelbook? I had it in my hands. I thought about it, but I also bought the Arrow limited RoboCop set, the limited nice box set. So I decided not to get the Steelbook in the end.
Yeah, I pre-ordered RoboCop when it first came out, so I've had it from £25 and haven't watched it yet. It's just slowly collecting dust in my little Arrow corner.
Collector's problems, mate. Like the amount of films I have on my shelf that I've not watched. And I go to my shelf and go, right, what should I watch today? Should I watch this slasher film from the 80s that I've never seen? No, I'll watch Die Hard for the 5,000th time. It's always the way, right?
The exactly same last night. I thought, right, I've got like loads of like stuff here to watch, like Demolition Man, not again, but like stuff I've got, Blu-ray 4K. I thought, right, I haven't watched them in ages. I'll watch that. Let's make use of physical media. And then I went, no, I want to play a bit more of Days Gone because it was free on PlayStation Network this month. And then after half an hour, I turned that off, put Netflix on, and what's a new Netflix? Why Did You Kill Me documentary thing. So yeah, I've got all this behind me, and I watch Netflix.
It's so random. Have you got this before on StreamYard? It's saying a new challenger has arrived. A new challenger? Who could it be? Fucking Robert Fitzpatrick! Oh my god! Oh my god. Branding! I can't see my bloody face. I need to turn that branding off now. Just bastard. Go away. Thank you. There we go. Hey. Hello.
Invasion
of
Rob, can you leave me alone?
Inversion. You fucking leave me alone, bastards. I just want to shop.
Yeah, answer your phone, you absolute slag.
So I see you've had your hair tidied up then.
Yes, yeah. The hairdresser laughed at me. So who done that? Oh, the wife did. So,
Awesome. So what can we do
got
for you this
tint in
Friday
there.
evening?
I thought I'd just pop in, maybe pop out, just see how I feel. I'm currently out now.
No, lovely. So am I. Bollock and all.
There I am.
It's not that thin. Oh dear. Yeah, so Jason was asking, you're probably watching the stream, why I kept you on permanently. And I'm thinking now, I don't know why. Anyway, carry on, Jason. Sorry.
Where you gone, Rob? Fucking hell. Come back. We love you, really. It's okay. Don't worry.
We were also discussing how legendary Phil and Scott are.
I did see. I was watching behind the scenes. Yeah, they are both legends. Equal legends.
Right. What am I doing? Okay. Luke asks, what's your favorite producers? Mine is Jerry Bruckheimer. I'm not really sure about producers, to be honest.
If something says on it, produced by Ridley Scott, I'll probably be more interested than it would say anything else. But favorite producers is probably the Mel Brooks film. That was it? Or was that the direct? It was called producers, wasn't it? No.
Does it mean producer as in who produced the film?
Yes. Yeah. That's what producer means.
Yeah. I would have said James Cameron when he used to produce stuff, but then he produced all the other Terminator films that were shit.
The problem I have with like trying to choose a producer is that I don't know anyone's name, because usually it just goes produced by the creators of Saw. It just doesn't give you names. It just says produced by the creators of such and such film. So it's hard to really gauge. So I don't know. I haven't got an answer. I do apologize.
What we do know, though, if anything's produced by Michael Bay, it might turn out to be shit.
Yeah. I'm really happy that he's not doing the Thundercats movie. I'm happy it's the director of Godzilla vs. Kong that's doing the Thundercats movie. And it's not going to be live action, it's going to be CGI. I'm really happy about that, because you couldn't do that film justice live action at all.
It'd be Cats, wouldn't it? Cats 2.
Oh, can you imagine?
I would love to have Danny DeVito as Snarf, though.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm just thinking of small people.
I knew this was a bad idea. Snarf. Sorry.
Or Peter Dinklage.
You could have Jason Statham as Panthro.
Didn't they have Vin Diesel at some point? They've done a fake CGI trailer and Vin Diesel was Panthro.
Jimmy Powell as Panthro.
He could be any of the ones that look like a cunt.
Fun fact about Thundercats. Do you all know that in the very first episode of Thundercats, they are all naked? Did you know that?
Yeah. It's
Even
also in the beginning of Thundercats, the movies, they're naked as well, aren't they? At the beginning.
The movie isn't that the first 5 episodes squished into like a movie?
Is it? Yeah, I think you told me that, because it's got that monkey in, isn't it? It's not monkey. The abominable snowman monkey type guy.
He says,
in case you know what the monkey did.
We must get the Thundercats. Yes, that's what he says. Yes, after every sentence.
His name's Monkeyan, isn't it? Monkeyan. I think it was Monkeyan. I think his name.
Well, who's the baddie monkey?
Mumra. Yeah. Your Monkeyan's the bad one, and you got Jackalman and Slive and.
Yeah, but Monkeyan's the bad one. But I'm talking about the one who's like dressed in like polar gear.
Oh, Snow Meowth, or Snow Meowth and Snow something, wasn't it? Snow Meowth was his little fucking cat.
There's a lot of F and C bombs has been dropped in since Rob's entered the stream.
There was a cunt drop before I even turned up, by the way.
Was it?
That's the last one. Oh, what? Yep.
Okay.
About Captain Marvel.
Oh, there was. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Nothing wrong with Captain Marvel.
Have we
Right,
got
anyway,
a freeze in the corner?
I don't know. Jason, are you still alive? Are you breathing?
Oh, we've taken over. It's a podcast.
And like that is how you do it. So, welcome to the Magpie Bounty of the Bounty of
Yep.
Magpie with me and Rob.
The
I have
host
no
has kicked
access to.
himself out.
I've got no
Anything.
access to any questions or comments. So, oh, hang on, he's back. He's back. Is it chat? Can I press chat? Oh,
Virgin Media is the worst.
I thought we'd taken over for a minute. Are you back? I can't see that. I think it's worked though, Rob. I think you and I.
Yeah,
Should we just do the rest of the show?
Yeah, let's do it. Welcome.
Right. So coming up this Sunday, we have Robert, myself, Pete, and guest appearance by Kermit's Ghost. You can join us 8:30 over on the. Doing my own self advertising here. This is ridiculous. Come back, Jason. You're the host. We need you. I don't want to be doing this. I give up this.
We need the hostess with a mostess.
Exactly. So I hope everybody enjoyed Rob's video, by the way, with guest appearances by me and Jason.
There was supposed to be a guest appearance from Mr. Powell, but he's just sent me the video. He's just sent me the video. So that will be in the next one. Oh no, there's another bit he's added with potentially my worst film of all time in it.
Midsummer.
Potentially.
I was going to say on that video you did, you were in CX, and I think Rec Genesis was there. Or was it Rec 3? I can't remember. Oh, he's back.
I hope so. I hope I'm back for the duration because this is shit. My fucking internet.
See, if I weren't fucking here, if I fucking weren't here, it would just be that kind up there. That way.
Yes, that would be me.
So when I go down, it's just me that's leaving the stream, right?
Yes. We're still live.
Yeah, okay.
It's just like a Sunday with a lovely background.
Because I always assumed that because I'm the host, it's derailed the whole stream. But it's all right. Okay.
No. You can carry on now with the questions, though, Jason, before you go away.
We'll start plugging again.
Yeah. I haven't gained any subscribers. If anybody's not subscribed to me or Rob, as well as Jason, then please do subscribe to all of us. Yes.
Right.
Rob needs one more for 300.
I'm at 300 now, so giveaway soon.
No,
awesome.
There we go.
Congratulations, Rob.
Thank you.
Darius Sadi asks, "What's your favorite movie that you own?"
I know what yours is, Jason. It's going to be that big Criterion Godzilla set, isn't it?
Favorite movie would be one film out of that set. Yes.
The original Godzilla film. Yep. 1956.
4.
7.
54.
3, 2, 54.
Okay, right, close.
You got the 50, right?
56
was in the 50s, yeah.
1956 was the American recut. So
that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, of course you were. You fucking idiot. The favorite movie you own is my it was me Steelbook Gladiator, but now it's Monster Squad up there that Phil got me. Thanks, Phil. Love you.
Awesome.
Gay. Love you. Go on then, Rob.
My mind's it's difficult, man. I'm gonna say it's gonna be my Ninja Turtles. Mr. Powell sent me the uncut German one.
What is the difference? How much minutes extra is it?
It's uncut. It's got a few extended fight scenes and the bits in April. April's little shop is extended. I think the ending's got an alternate ending at the end, which is shit.
Okay. All right. Okay. There you
go. James Miniship asks, "Are you a bit skeptical of the new Ghostbusters, judging by the trailer?"
Yes, I'm skeptical of any new Ghostbusters.
I've not seen the trailer, so I can't comment.
See, I don't think it's a trailer. Obviously, the second it was little tiny mini Stay Puffs, but I think they had to release a tiny bit of footage because the toy line's coming out before the film. It's been delayed so many times. So I think it's a marshmallow advert, but they're releasing these little tiny marshmallow men, which looks a little bit too kiddie for me. But we'll see. It might be good.
Yeah,
if it ever comes out.
A Ghostbusters. I mean, Afterlife. I'm hoping for the best, but I think it has to be a pretty flippin' special to not. Well, actually, let's be honest. Whatever comes out, it's going to be better than Answer the Call. Let's just not hope it builds up like Terminator Dark Fate with all the camera coming back and all the cast coming back, and then wasn't
Just
the
fan
best.
service all the way through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Jack from Physical Media Mags asks, what fictional food or drink from a movie or TV show would you want to eat most?
Duff beer?
You can buy Duff beer, can't you?
You can, but is it? Yeah, it's not the cartoon one, though, is it? It's just Aldi, whatever version of it. Or you can have a what do you call it? The Big Kahuna Burger. I wouldn't mind trying that.
Okay.
But that's the only thing I can think of.
I don't know if it's fictional, but I'm just going to say it. Royale with cheese. Pulp Fiction.
The Royale with cheese is a cop pounder.
Yeah, I know, but like the way he says it is funny. I don't know. I'm talking shit. Ignore me.
Mine would be not a ball. It's like I'm doing a ball signal. Mine would be the stuff from the stuff, but without the side effects of the stuff, because you die.
Yeah, but like,
okay.
Do they say in the film if the stuff tastes good?
It does taste good, and it's got a really catchy jingle, which I'm not singing. But buy it. It's on Arrow. It's $7.99. It's awesome. I'm gonna buy it tomorrow.
I didn't pick that one up, but I might do now. You said that, you know.
It's good.
We have the bald-headed twat from Bournemouth, Jamie Powell. Your name is
Your name is Melt. Mr. Powell.
He says, "Big thank you to Paul for his birthday sub mail arrived. We'll open it on my actual birthday."
Oh yes, well, Jimmy, if you're watching this your birthday gift is you won't know what it is when you open it up, so you can open it, and there are three things in it and a letter. So your gift, I don't know if you how far behind are we, Jason?
What on the thing?
Yeah,
we are officially 20 minutes behind the chat.
Okay, so if you're still here, Jamie, you can open the box. Your birthday gift and card is in there, which is not, so you won't be able to see where it is. There is a letter from myself. And there's 3 items in there for you, which you can have now. So there you go. So if you're watching it, please open it up. The things that you for your birthday, you won't be able to know where it is.
Oh, I know.
Lauren.
Well, you know
Lauren from Lauren's Collections asks me, "What is your favorite pickup you got from the Arrow sale, Jason?" It probably will have to be the Prey, because it was $7.99 with the first pressing slipcover, and apparently it's out of print. But yeah, cool. My local HMV had about 5 copies of it. So yeah, that was good to get.
I've never heard of the Prey.
It just sounds like it's like a monster movie sort of slasher film. It sounds quite fun. I've not seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
It sounds pretty good. I mean, I'm all about slasher movies and monster movies, and so it ticks all the boxes for me.
Did you pick The Burning up on Arrow?
I fucking hate that film. No,
really?
Dog shit. It's dog shit. What a piece of shit that film is.
It's got a cool bit on the raft. It's got a good bit. It's good.
That's the only good bit.
The best bit.
The rest of the film is dog shit. Like the rest of the film is shy. I'm just watching it going, what the fuck is this?
But it's a good bit.
It's a good bit, I agree, but the film is... I don't want the film in my collection. It's shit. Anyway. I mean, if you like it, Rob, then it's cool. Good going. But for me, no thank you.
Bring it back.
I'd rather, I'd rather not have it in my collection. Where we're going? I'm pretty lost now. I'm lost completely.
Just go back 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know who's talking to who. Boosh. James asks, "What's your favourite John Hughes film?"
He's googling that. He's googling John Hughes.
I am. I don't know people by name. I'm fucking useless. This is why
16 Candles one of his.
Oh, this is why I would.
I'll be honest. You know that film, 16 Candles. I only know about that film from watching 10 Cloverfield Lane, because obviously he says it's his daughter's favourite film and he's got it on VHS. Never seen it, but yeah. Did John Hughes? I
think he did like the Breakfast Club, didn't he? Didn't he do the Breakfast Club and all the kind of?
He did Home Alone, didn't he?
I've literally, I just looked on his filmography. If James is talking about strictly what he's directed, I've seen nothing he's directed, so I'm useless.
You must have seen Home Alone.
Give us the list.
Come on, Jason. Read them out. No, read them out.
Oh fuck! I closed it. All right, 1 second.
This is the Great Outdoors is a John Hughes film, isn't it? The one with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd.
John Candy, Dan Aykroyd.
Am I listing what he directed? Yeah.
Yes, that's a Home Alone's one, isn't it?
No, he didn't. I don't think he directed. Wait, so you got 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, Weird Science, Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
Overrated.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. She's Having a Baby. Uncle Buck. Curly Sue. And that's it. And I haven't seen any of them, personally.
I'll say Weird Science is probably the best one. The weaker one is Ferris Bueller. People love that film. It is shit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Ferris Bueller. Boom, boom, boom. Rob, you're under 300 subscribers now.
That's it. I love it.
I think The Great Outdoors is one of his, and I could be starting here corrected, but I'm going to go with The Great Outdoors.
Fair.
You're welcome.
James also asked, "Can we get a Friday da-dum, please, Rob?"
Da-dum!
What if it's bounty, everybody?
Yeah, the only bounty on YouTube, obviously.
Is.
Oh, you'll be happy to know, Rob. I've fumigate the house since you were here, so it's, there's no corona in the house.
Did the stains come out of your bed sheets?
The ones in my daughter's room, no, but mine, yes.
I see it's still on your lip, though.
Yeah, sorry. It's still there. Honestly, I keep telling Annie it's toothpaste. Interesting story for you, Jason. Sorry, just to jump in. When Rob came around here, he met my daughter, and she cried the entire time when she saw him. Why is that man talking funny? He's all Southern. I don't like Southerners. Anyway,
I did win her over with toys.
You did, and she loves those toilet ones when I flush down the toilet for all of 5 minutes. Anyway, sorry, we're interrupting. It's your stream. Carry on.
I literally have no context what you're talking about. Okay, I'm carrying on. So, James asks me when I'm going to be doing a shopping vlog. I'm not. I think I spoke to Jake. Jake Talks Movies about this on Facebook, and so many channels do it. I'm going to let them do it. I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm not going to do shop.
You're going to do one. You're going to do one of them.
It's not really
with me.
For me. Oh yeah, okay, maybe yeah.
And it's going to be comedy.
We should do a skit where it's like, I'm trying to call you, but you're in the car with me, and yet you still don't answer. And I'm like, answer your fucking phone. I'm like, I'm right here. I'm right here, you bastard. Oh, God.
You've ruined it now, though. If you're going to do it.
Oh well, whatever. Jamie says, picked up the stuffed Blu-ray yesterday. Okay, we'll open the box on Sunday, Paul. Thanks again, legend. The Burning is awesome. Boo this man. Boo! Boo! Awful film.
Tell you what, I'm going to come round. I'm going to burn your fucking house down.
I think my mum will beat the shit out of you if you did, so I wouldn't cross my mum, honestly.
We could drop a massive Jamie bomb right now. We have some interesting stuff on Jamie with regards to a trilogy of films, don't we, Robert?
Yes, yes. This needs to be discussed because it's ridiculous. Can we?
Yes.
Yes. Jamie.
What are you doing? Rob, what are you doing?
Working on stuff. I'm just searching. Searching.
Yeah. So yes. So Jamie, if you want us to discuss the trilogy we're speaking about, we will not go public unless you give us acknowledgement to do so. But you
Or
do have
join
30 seconds to
on the screen. Join in this.
30 seconds to comply.
I'm at the bottom of the chat, so I'm waiting.
Was that everybody? All right. Okay.
Oh, there's a couple of people that I haven't
Acknowledged.
there's like Luke's got a question, but I'll get to it in a sec. Just waiting.
No, put Luke on. Go on, because Jimmy might not be watching.
Yeah, Luke asks, "What's your most beloved movie with such a beautiful cinema photography in it, and why you love it, guys? So like beautiful set pieces, like landscapes."
It'll have to be Midsummer. Or the lighthouse, that lovely black and fucking white images and lighthouses.
Right, Rob, I got something to say, yeah, because bear this in mind. I've not seen Midsummer, right? You know this. We know this. I know you hate it. That's fine. You're your own dude. But I'm in a bit of a kerfuffle because I loved Hereditary. My cousin, who's not really a horror fan, loved Hereditary, and he just watched Midsummer the other day and was like, "Jason, it's awesome. You've got to watch it." So now I'm like, if my not really a horror fan cousin says he likes it and recommended it, now I've got to see it. I've got to watch it.
So it's a horror film, but your relative that's not a horror fan liked it.
Yeah.
So that makes it a shit, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Jason, do you like The Wicker Man?
But he also sorry.
Did you like The Wicker Man?
I've not seen The Wicker Man because I'm awful.
Okay. I didn't like Hereditary.
See, I loved Hereditary, and it's by the same director. So that.
Do you like shit films?
I mean, yeah, like Super Mario
then you'll
Brothers,
fucking love it.
I haven't seen Hereditary, but I did want to see Midsummer, and I really enjoyed Midsummer. I've only watched it once, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I went into it not really knowing what it was about, other than it's very similar to The Wicker Man, as in they go to like a kind of a cultish kind of festival. Yeah. But there's a lot of was it symbology within it?
Filler. It's called filler.
Fuck off. But yeah, I would say give it a go. It is. My mate watched it and he went, because he's never seen Hereditary. I just said to him, watch Midsummer, and I told him to watch the director's cut, which is over like now 3 hours, and he said it was all right, but I wouldn't watch it again. Is what he said.
To answer Luke's question, for like beautiful
tangent.
To answer Luke's question, beautiful set piece, like cinema. I guess he's mean cinematography, like beautiful. I'm just gonna say Lord of the Rings. Great cinematography in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look at a film and go, "Ooh, I love the way they captured the day and the sun." And I watch a film and go, "All right, yeah, I like the special effects on that. I like the film. I like the certain things, and I enjoy it."
I mean, with me, it's like if I think they framed a shot well, I usually take note of that in my brain. Like that was framed really well. He got that shot in proper. I don't know, I'm weird like that. I'm a bit of a nerd like that. Bit of a nerd.
Yeah, I don't know. Cinematography, really.
I'm surprised you didn't say Gladiator.
I wouldn't put stuff
like Braveheart, like the epicness of the landscape, what you can see.
Yeah,
I do like part in Gladiator when he's walking through the wheat fields to go home, as like he's not to go home because obviously he dies, but when he's leaving to go
Spoiler.
in. So yeah, no, the way something would look good, I would probably see The Revenant, but that could also be a bit boring as well at times. Yeah, I don't know really. To be honest, to answer that question, I don't know.
Coolio. Oh yeah. By the way, Jamie says, "Okay, yes."
Right.
about what you were saying about.
Right. So, is he going to join us, or am I just going to reveal what he fucking said?
What? So, do you want me to send him a link?
Potentially, so I can rip him.
Oh, he said it. He's literally said it in the chat.
Shall
I bring it up? Shall I bring it up?
Yep. Let's bring it up.
Just silence.
Yeah.
There's fucking flying robot fucking ninja samurais in this film. It's shit. And it was like a 12. How can you not like Kane from Robocop 2? Robocop 2 is awesome. It's like the Ninja Turtles for Ninja Turtles 2 in the Turtles films. It's a good film. It's a good sequel. 3 is fucking shit.
I have to say, I do like Robocop 2.
Yeah. I've not seen the third one in years though, but maybe that's for a good reason.
Wasn't it a game based on the third one, like a 64 game or an Atari ST game based on it?
I think around that time, I think everything had a game, didn't it?
But there was one because it had the samurais in it. That's why I remember it. The robot samurais.
I remember the poster. I remember going to UCI cinema, a big banner, and it said Robocop, and the picture was him with a jetpack on. That was the picture. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's balls.
I do. The only thing I don't like about Robocop 2 is the kids. Like you're in it, but apart from that, it's good.
I'm gonna say this though, right? You're ragging on Jamie for liking Robocop 3 over 2.
There we go.
But this is coming from a guy, the dun of people, that likes The Burning, and The Burning is shite.
Can we bring up an IMDb?
I'd rather watch Robocop 3 than The Burning.
Can we bring up reviews on IMDb of both The Burning and Robocop 3?
I don't give a shit about reviews. This is my opinion. I don't give a fuck about any other people's opinion.
But the thing is, in this case, your opinion is wrong.
That's all I've got to say.
I haven't seen The Burning, so I can't comment.
Did Arrow release a version of Robocop 3 in the Steelbook? No.
I don't think so. No.
Well, they didn't have a release of Robocop 2 either, to be fair.
Yeah, but
I think we'll get it.
Let's be frank though, Rob, yeah? The majority of Arrow titles are shite. But they're like quirky shit. So I'm not surprised they put out The Burning. So anyway. Rantius Overus. Where were we? Oh yeah, James asks, did you see the Hellraiser misprint on Zavvi the other day? Yep, and I scored it. $9.99 for the Hellraiser trilogy.
Yeah, I missed it.
I missed it, but Jordan King, who was on the Big Poly group, bought 2 copies of The Ring, and he sold the other one he got. Well, he sold his to me for 11 quid, so like 3 quid postage. So he's basically got his for free, and I'm paying 11 quid for The Ring trilogy. So I'm happy with that.
I was really gutted because I got The Ring trilogy for 25 quid before that glitch happened. So I was like, fuck. So I was gutted.
What, the same day?
No, like a day before. Like I ordered.
I thought that'd be a bastard. If it was a minute before, do you know what I mean?
I'd be like, you son of a bitch. Yeah. But, oh well. Yeah, that price glitch was crazy. Like,
what time was it that I went live or happened
again? Oh
no, we're still here.
Why do they do this to me?
Rob, we're back on.
Son of a bitch! What happened? Is it me?
No,
it's me, isn't it?
It is you, yeah.
Fucking shit! I knew it. Virgin Media. No one used Virgin Media. It's shockingly bad.
To be fair, Virgin Media is good where I am. I guess because I had Sky broadband before this, and Virgin Media is so much better because it's fiber, whereas Sky was just through your box and it was rubbish. So yeah.
No, you do live down south. As someone just nicked your box. And there's 2 of us.
Sound?
Right.
Oh,
so, welcome to Rob First Party.
Anyway,
the voice is still there.
I can hear him.
Yes, we can hear him.
Am I still here?
Voices.
You are, but you're not moving.
What?
We can hear you, but your picture's frozen.
I'm not frozen on my end though. It's weird.
Okay. Well, just can you still change the comments and questions?
Yeah.
Is that still accessible?
James says. James asks, Rob, who did that version of the Never-Ending Story on your video?
Oh, I'm not sure, but it was in the Dance Dance Revolution game from back in the day.
It's kind of like almost techno, isn't it?
I think it's cool. I know didn't Lamar, a guy, do the original, but I like it. I think it's good. And I didn't get copyrighted on it. The only part I got copyrighted on was this bastard's video.
Oh, because I put All By Myself on it.
But I left it
I just realised, both the songs I did on my videos, the Walking on Sunshine and All By Myself, were both from Max and Paddy Go on the Road to Nowhere. I just realised that. There you go.
Right, am I back?
No, you're there. You just haven't moved for the last 6 minutes. Oh no, hang on, you're
moving.
Joe, what I've done though, right? So I'm using my phone as a hotspot with my data, but that's not even helping things at all either. Because I'll keep jumping between my phone data and my internet, and both of them are shit.
Okay.
Can't you hook onto your neighbours?
No. Right, anyway, I'm just going to carry on. Right, Jack from Physical Media Magnus asks, since there are 3 of you, what do you think is the absolute best movie trilogy?
Lord of the Rings.
Rob?
Evil Dead.
Fair. Mine's the original Star Wars trilogy.
See, I don't like Jedi.
I have a lot of nostalgia for Jedi. A lot of nostalgia. That's probably why I like it.
Just Muppets, isn't it?
Yeah. Of the original trilogy, I would say Return of the Jedi is the weakest. And I think, I know what you come from. I wouldn't say I dislike Return of the Jedi, but of the original trilogy, it is the weakest. It's a bit like Back to the Future. The third one is still the weakest. But yeah, for me, best trilogy. Although I do like, I'm going to say, what was the trilogy I got the other day? I completely forgot. But yeah, Lord of the Rings, I would probably say. Oh, you got congratulations from Movie Bug on your 300.
Thank you.
Oh, it's coming again.
You could even say a trilogy before they made the 4th one, Indiana Jones, maybe, because the first 3 films were as a good trilogy when it was a trilogy.
Oh, he's back. Is he back long?
But he's got smaller, hasn't he? He's got.
Jake says congratulations on your 300 subscribers, Rob.
Thank you. I see a message on Jamie Powell liking Ninja Turtles 3, which is also shit.
I've never seen the 3rd one. I'm trying to think, what was the trilogy I got the other day that I really enjoyed? What was it?
Hello?
We're still here.
Am I back?
Yeah, you are back. You're small though. You're very small.
I'm seething with hatred. I'm seething with anger right now.
What about the Alien trilogy? Because I'm not including Alien Resurrection. That's not too bad. Best trilogy of all time, it has to be Lord of the Rings or Back to the Future for me. I can still hear you, Jason. You're still there. You're moving now.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
He's annoyed.
Frustrated.
Okay.
I'm so annoyed with this internet. Because what's the point of doing a stream if I can't even fucking stay connected for 2 minutes?
The stream is probably fine. We've had 16 hours over the last 2 streams. Yeah, you've only had an hour today, so we're going to fuck you off.
Anyway.
So a question. I've got a question for you, Jason.
Yes.
Your haircut.
Yes.
What made you have the decision to get rid?
I did get
rid.
It
shorter.
I've always had my hair like this. It's just because of lockdown.
You've had it short. Oh, right, okay.
Grew out. So I've got it's still long, but I've just got it undercut. But I've always had my hair like this. But obviously over lockdown, it grew out, so I couldn't cut it. But yeah, that's It's not like a
I
decision.
thought Rob was building up to ask a serious movie-related question for a minute there, but no, it was about hair.
Yeah, I thought it needed to be discussed, didn't it?
Oh, bloody hell.
Right, so I'm hoping now my internet is leveled off because I haven't got a little Wi-Fi, low Wi-Fi symbol on the screen, which is good. He hasn't got that anymore, so maybe that's gone. So hopefully my data will level off and it will lead us to victory or to death, either one.
Tell you another absolute best movie trilogy, Dark Knight.
I mean,
The third one's balls.
I can recognize that they're well-made films, but like I don't really see the appeal of them. I think they went too realistic with it, and I've never liked Christian Bale as Batman.
No,
personally,
overly long, I think as well. They're too long.
I think with Christian Bale's Batman is it's almost like he's got a sore throat every time he's Batman. He'll be like, "Hi, I'm Christian Bale. Are you Batman?" I've got a sore throat, so I'm going to talk like this. Have you seen that thing on YouTube when there's like a parody of it when he's testing out his new voice when he lifts that guy up? Yeah, I thought it was quite funny.
Isn't there a bit in it where he's Bruce Wayne but still doing the Batman voice? I'm sure there's a scene where he's talking to.
There's a scene in I think it might. Is it? Which film is Catwoman in? Is she in the last one?
The third one, yeah.
Yeah. So she's on the rooftop with Batman, and she's talking about something. She goes. Oh, I gotta go. She's off, and he's crouched on this rooftop on his own, and he goes, "So that's what that feels like." But he does it in the voice, but he's on his own. I'm like, why are you talking like that on your own, you fucking idiot? Awful.
That's what happens when you dress up as a bat on a night time and you think you don't have psychotic problems. Clearly you do.
He's got very psychological problems. He must do.
But even Batman, people. We had a question a few weeks ago, like favorite superhero, and I was going to say like Batman, but he's not a superhero, is he? He is a vigilante.
He's
a hero without the super.
Same as like Punisher, he's a vigilante. We wouldn't say he's a hero. A hero would be like someone with superpowers, would he? I don't.
Well, would Iron Man be classed as a superhero?
The thing with Batman. The thing with Batman is that he's meant to be this his physical condition is meant to be like almost like superhuman. Like he's trained himself so hard to be almost unbeatable, and obviously he's meant to be super smart and he can deduce things really easily. So he kind of is a superhero where like he's like the super detective.
But he did have the shark spray. Do you remember in the 50s one where he's spraying the shark on his leg with the shark repellent?
Shark repellent.
That was awesome.
I've done a little impression then, but no one could see it because it was actually way underneath the camera. So.
Oh dear.
Leon has an opinion you won't like, Rob. Leon says, Midsommar is a masterpiece, fantastic horror film about grief. I can't comment. I've not seen it.
I was grieving when I was watching it. I was crying, and it's not the good kind of tears you could use for lube. It was painful.
Oh fuck me! I missed Pete. Blu-ray Bullet Brit. Hello, Pete.
How can you miss the Pete with his 50 film pickup?
Because I've been fucking jumping around the comments trying to like catch up with the 4-year comments like usual. The one thing I'm really surprised about though is how they're still like in that when I did my 8-hour streams over the last couple of weeks, people were still in the stream like at 4:30 in the morning. Like there's still like 5-6 people in the stream. Isn't that mad? That's almost as mad as me.
Those people is what I call single.
Did they fall asleep in front of their laptops? But I would love to do an all-night stream, but I think it would destroy me.
Yeah,
I will. I'll go on a stream with you all night at some point in the future.
I said to Paul before we came on that It only went on that long is because I asked the guest beforehand, what time do you have to get off? And they're like, it doesn't matter. So I was like, okay, cool. And we just get chatting. It just goes on. But 8 hours felt like 8 minutes. It was like that. It was well quick. So the first thing I did was said to Paul, I was like, what time do you have to get off? Because I know you got work. So yeah, I don't go 8 hours to take the piss. I generally that's just what happened. It just just carried on. But I need to finalize my streams properly and actually have okay, this stream each Friday will be 2.5 hours or whatever. And
have a longer one, but have between 8:30 and 10:30 is a certain subject. Then between 10:30 and 2:30 something else. So people will tune for different things, different segments. You could have a wrestling bit halfway through the night. Do you know what I mean? If that person's into it.
Yeah. The only thing about me giving myself a finite end to the stream is that I feel bad for the comments I don't get to, because we're already behind those comments already.
Just a quick fire then, Jason.
Yeah, but they never are quick fire, are they? Because I talk through them. it never.
So everybody who's watching this, ask a yes or no question, and we'll go through them.
Okay, people were saying hello to everybody. Hello. Cinematography questions been answering from people. Blah blah blah. Alex, did I miss him? But Alex Pitt is in the chat. Hello, Alex. He says congratulations on 300s, Rob.
Thank you.
He also says no 8-hour stream tonight. The only way it'll be 8 hours is if these guys have to head off and it just be me on my own. But I don't think I'll be able to last on my own because it's a bit awkward having someone.
What do you do for a toilet break if you're on your
own?
What happens if you need a toilet break when you're on your own? You're going to go, hold that question, guys. I can't hold this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Unless you got a bin underneath the desk.
Yeah, I'd say tonight. I'd say 11 o'clock at the latest, I think. And whatever time.
I'm sure. I've got it at 10:30, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was going to say if you've got to go before that, it's all good, you know.
Rob said he'll stay till at least 1. Didn't you, Rob?
You don't
have to point to your hair. You're all right.
I'm on the hunt tomorrow. I'm back in Liverpool tomorrow. The stuff I missed.
I think we've caught up to the comments, you know.
But one quick thing on the video I did when I was at Movies Film Direct Store. If anyone see anything they wanted, obviously I'm going back there tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff that I broke. They'd load all of the Disney originals were £3 each, and they all had sleeves. And they had quite a lot of them, which I quickly scanned by. But they had Rescuers, Lion King. They had a lot of the older stuff. I know, Jason, you've started to collect them.
So, the Disney ones, yeah.
They all had slips. But let me know. Send me a list of what ones you got. I know you're not working at the moment, but I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I need to write.
Well, if Fantasia had a slip, that'd be called a wizard sleeve.
It would be. I'm actually, my nickname is Wizard Sleeve because I'm actually 90% foreskin.
Rob, you're on the 300 then.
This stream is taking us there. We're at the end of the comments. Luke said,
there is one that says less than 1 week until Mortal Kombat. That is correct. Yeah. It comes out Friday.
Have you seen any reviews yet, Rob? You seen any of the reviews?
I've watched the film. Yeah, I watched it today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
The really, really, really bad one you told me about.
There was a slightly better one.
Okay. What would you give it out then?
Is it?
I would give it 9.
Okay. So anybody who doesn't like Mortal Kombat, what would you give it?
Maybe a 7. But it's very much fan service, and it's left open for more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm saying.
Is it completely covered in crimson?
Yes.
Awesome. The only thing I will say this, I will ask this quickly because from what I've gauging from the reviews I've read so far, is that they've prioritized the gore but forgot about the lore, which kind of makes me a bit worried.
The thing is, this film's going to work for me better when if we do get a trilogy, and obviously you need a strong start to a series, and maybe it hasn't got the strongest start, but with a sequel, it will make sense because it's not a spoiler, but it's Mortal Kombat, as you know, is about a tournament, a big fight, and they, they've Outer Worlds won the 9 tournaments, one more, and they invade Earthrealm. Yeah, so there's not a tournament in this film. It's literally prep for a tournament that will happen potentially in later films. So as a standalone film, as a Mortal Kombat noob, okay, I'm going to watch a Mortal Kombat tournament, and there isn't one, but it's building up to something else, which over 3 films I think will be a solid. And as I've already said, there's going to be a Sub-Zero Origins film and a Johnny Cage film they're working on.
Do you
and
think
there's a post-credit scene as well. Yeah, look how it's done really well now. Hopefully, it'll get a cinema release over here because it's coming out when you bring it out to cinema. I think it's the best video game film I've seen, and there has been good ones. Sonic weren't bad. Detective Pikachu was all right. The newest Tomb Raider was pretty good.
Not seen that one, but I quite like the old Tomb Raiders just for the dumb stupidity that they are.
Yeah. And the things with this, it's a bit over the top. You got Kung Lao doing his teleportation. You got ridiculous. All I'll say, it's not. But obviously, everyone's kicking off about Melina's math. It was just like cuts. So you don't see her jaw dislocate like you do in the games.
Okay.
That little cut you see isn't all you see of her math.
Thing is, I think they show it in one of the trailers, one of the teaser spots. You see her full mouth open. Yeah. Okay.
The thing is, you had one trailer, then you had an extended, then you had 45,000 TV spots, didn't you?
Did you have
so many?
Cabal versus Liu Kang trailer, Sub-Zero versus Cole trailer. I refuse to watch them because they're just showing too much.
I did read the first paragraph of the Wikipedia page.
Okay, but the whole Cole. Go on.
No, I was just saying the first paragraph I've read, and at that point I went, I'm doing a Rob here, I'm going to have to stop. So I do know how the film starts, but I'm not. And then I kind of read a bit at the end, so the last sentence.
They've changed some of the lore with the Origins, because there's no mention of, if you played the games, like I think Jason has, there's no real mention about Quan Chi, and he kind of was very significant in the Sub-Zero Scorpion rivalry.
Yeah, it's integral, wasn't he? Very
So
integral.
that, I don't think that would spoil anything because obviously that's not in the film.
Mm-hmm.
So could we mention that? Do you think or not?
Hey,
like with Quan Chi's backstory, Quan Chi, in the video games, if I remember, mimics the appearance of Sub-Zero to kill Scorpion's family, but then Scorpion went after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not mentioned in the film.
Oh, okay, but you never know; it might pop up in the sequel. They've got all these characters that can always show up later, right?
They've got such a. The thing is, when people kick off about the original Mortal Kombat film, all they had was the first 3 games. Wasn't that much lore now, and obviously, when from 9 onwards, the campaigns are better than most like proper story campaign games because they're so long and epic. There's so much backstory that they can do. That they've done it justice in this one film. It's you could have 10 films now.
The only negative review I've heard is the fact that the guy who plays Cole isn't very good acting wise.
No, I thought it was all right. His origins, which I won't mention to anyone seen it. He has been. People have got it right as well. People said he's Baraka's descendant. He's Tremor. He's something to do with Scorpion. It's quite obvious who he is a descendant of.
I have a question.
Even from the start to the. Go on.
Could you reach out to your PR guy to get me a review copy? Is that possible? So
I can get one. It comes out Friday. I can get it Thursday. I've been promised. The one I've been sent today isn't the best.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So if you can watch it like that, but it's time coded. The one I've got now, it's got a time thing on the top.
Okay,
I think I once had a time coded copy of X-Men Origins Wolverine, but they hadn't put the special effects in, so it was all green screen in the computer. And I watched that.
I had that with Men in Black, and when they done the Edgar bit, it was just green screen, and it was shit. But Jason, you'll have Mortal Kombat first thing Saturday.
Awesome, appreciate it.
100%, and you as well, Paul.
Have you ever
What about saying?
Have you ever had a promo CD where it'd be playing a song and they just stop it and go, "This is so and so. You're listening to blah 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 blah." Then you carry on. You're like, "Fuck off! I'm trying to listen." Do you ever have those?
When I used to work in the gaming industry, not gay man industry.
Typical.
We used to get promo sent to us, so we'd have the game. I think I had like Resi 2 like a year before it came out. But I remember when we had promos of Little Big Planet. Do you remember that game?
Yeah.
It was like a little sack boy, but there was a song they cut out of it, a song like an Indian song. They cut out because it was deemed racist, and they took it out the game when it got released, like for a patch. As soon as you load it up, but these promo copies still had it on, and a Sony rep come in with like 30 copies of it. There you go, Rob, and I sold them all. I was supposed to give them away as prizes. I sold a lot.
Awesome.
But they were like special edition, like it said not to be resold on, and they were in little kind of like CD cases, not boxes.
Yeah. Kind of like the old demo cases, from magazines, Getting back to the comments, Scott asks you, Rob, did you see Mean Girls when you were out? I can't find it where I live.
Okay, there was a. Was there like a special edition one on my video in a pink case?
Yeah, I think there was.
I'm sure I see it. I scanned over it.
That was the direct one.
I'll pick it up in the morning. It was only cheap, but it was a special edition. But Scott, I'll be on that in the morning. If it's there, I'll pick it up for you,
mate. Jack from Physical Media Madness asks, when Bond is recast, which actor would be the best? Would be the least best for the least best? Like, what do you mean? Is it the least? Okay.
I think he's asking who would be the worst person you would cast in the role.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, the worst for the role. I don't know what I say. Okay,
I would probably say. Go on.
I was going to just throw out a just stupid name. Christopher Lambert. Can you imagine?
Yeah. I would have said like Christopher Reeves now.
Right, because he's dead.
That's an awful joke. That's awful.
So he had this. I don't know if it would be a bad one. I think casting a female, and it's not being sexist, would be if it's 007 an agent, that makes sense. But you can. I think that would be like Doctor Who. Cast it as a female would be wrong.
I personally believe that, like, if you gender swapping James Bond, it's basically everything about the character is gone, because he's meant to be this suave, almost like a womanizer kind of character, right? That's James Bond. Has sex with every fucking girl he meets, kind of thing. If you swip that over, it's all the character, everything that makes James Bond is gone, right? That's how I see it, anyway.
I think the worst actor would probably be like Lee Evans, probably. Lee Evans or Rowan Atkinson was Bond.
Lee Evans. Oh,
that's
what
Bond.
a shout.
If like that, when he'd be sweating out.
Julian Clary.
Yeah.
I still think Christopher Lambert would be fucking awful. He'd be like, I'm Bond, James Bond. The whole world depends on me. Ha ha ha. So fuck off, Christopher Lambert. Shit.
Has he been good? Obviously, I quite liked him in Highlander, and I went back to Highlander, and I can't understand a word he says.
The problem I have with Highlander is that McLeod is meant to be a fucking Scotsman, right? And yet they don't fucking cast Sean Connery, who's a fucking Scotsman. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. He's meant to be playing like a Welshman or something. But yeah,
I like the Kurgan though. Kurgan's quality.
He's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Who plays the crab in SpongeBob? The voice of the crab.
Oh, does he? I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yep.
He's also in Starship Troopers, isn't he? He's the guy. He goes, put your hand on that wall. Is a fucking throws a knife in his hand. He's like,
I like all them films. So I think 2's the weakest one. Marauder I like, and I think there's like 3 CGI ones or 2, which are good.
I think I've only seen the first 2. I love the first one. I remember the sequel being weird, like some weird kind of almost alien rip-off kind of body horror almost.
I think they impregnate people, I think, and the people get infected. 3 was more back to roots, but there was like a scene where you got the arachnids climbing over like a hill, and they show that scene about 30 times in the film. The same scene. And they did that in the original Mortal Kombat as well, back to Mortal Kombat, when Mortal Kombat Annihilation, that is, when what's his name, Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn's around his little temple and he's got his hammer and he whacks Rain, and it's the same shot of Baraka falling in the fire when Baraka falls in.
Yeah. But it's just a different angle, isn't it? It's the same character, different angle.
Yeah.
That film's balls. Absolute bollocks. Right. Alex asks, Badoosh, what's everyone's most anticipated film for the rest of the year? Mortal Kombat. I thought we clarified this.
I think that's close to Mortal Kombat, and I'm going to say Suicide Squad.
I would probably say Ghostbusters Afterlife and Quiet Place Part 2.
A lot of the films I was looking forward to have been pushed back to next year. The Batman was meant to be this year. That's next year now. I can't think what's coming out that I really care about. Aside
or Spiral as well. I'm quite interested in Spiral.
Is that out this year?
Yeah. But stuff like Quiet Place, it just needs to come out just on a disc now. You know, it's not just release it. Same as Fast and Furious. Who cares? You know, I quite like the Fast and Furious films. But who gives a shit about that film now?
I've only seen the first two.
We've already seen the film in all the trailers now.
Yeah, it's kind of like Godzilla vs. Kong. They went a bit crazy with trailers. But that's Hollywood for you, isn't it? They all go mad.
Don't you think it's weird though that we've been waiting all that time for Godzilla Kong, and now it's we loved it, and now you don't forget about it, but it's gone now. It's only like a few weeks away ago.
Oh yeah, and you also see the 25th of May when we're getting the physical copy of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I've kind of forgotten about that film as well.
It's going to be. I think they're saying the 4K one's got to be on 2 discs. I've heard. Because the length of it, and I like that. Because if you look at the Lord of the Rings, one of the versions, I think it might be the extended one. It has the fade away, doesn't it? And it says that insert this too. I like that idea. But
the 4K version I've got in the Steelbook box set, or whatever, Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, the extended version, it's over 2 discs, and obviously that's just less time than the 4 hours, so it probably will be over 2 discs. I would have thought.
So that's just a marketing thing, because you can buy a blank 125 gig Blu-ray discs, and like it just say, for example, you went to buy a Men in Black box set, for example, you can fit all them 4 films on one 4K disc. But would you go into a shop to pick up a case with everything on 1 disc, or do you want to buy a box with 4 discs in? It's all subliminal, I think, a lot of the times.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, I have a really weird question about your latest shop vlog video, Rob. Obviously, we've joked about, the whole 18 missed calls and all that bollocks, Paul crying at the beginning and all that. Now, I couldn't help but hear, when you say, I'm going to stop talking, I'm just going to show you, just the thing, I swear it sounds like someone's taking a shit in the background. Literally, it sounds like it's echoing, ugh. It's so
no. Well, what bit? At the
bit where you're not talking. It's just,
worlds apart. The worlds apart bit.
I can't remember, but it's I feel like you forgot to turn your mic off and you're just shitting yourself or something.
No. I was recording the audio in my car. There was one bit I forgot to put the music in the background.
Yeah, it might be weird car noise. Maybe a car shitting itself. That's probably what I can hear.
I got a bus. So I don't record my audio whilst having a shit. That's the answer.
Behind the scenes info, Jason.
Sound like it. What?
But I have spoken to Paul while I was in the bath.
And I was having a shit.
He was having a shit and I was in the bath.
That's how intimate we are. We weren't in the same room. This is on the phone.
That would have been weird. That would have been
FaceTiming.
Yeah.
I
It's yours like this.
If it's just a headshot, like you're super close to your head, like yeah, hi, how you doing? Yeah, hello, yeah.
Yeah, we want a person who does that.
Down. Oh god.
I think there was a few people having a shit on our stream last week. I think me and Paul, I think we let a few go, didn't we?
No, you and Pete, not me. I didn't. I was fine.
Oh mate, I'm so quick at it though. Like if I have to fart, I just go mute, boop, unmute, done. Like
you don't know mute, man. You gotta just let it go. Just let it go, Jamie.
Let it go. Let the shit fall out of your asshole.
Okay, I'm leaving now. That's it. Cheers. Thanks.
10 subscribers gone. James asks, do you listen to filmmaker commentaries on films?
No.
Yeah, I was about to say it. I was thinking to myself, shall I say no? And then I was like, yeah. No, what the problem I have is usually I'll decide to listen to the commentary before I've watched the film. Say obviously it's a film that I've seen before, but like say instead of just putting the film in and watching it, I put the commentary on. But then I get into watching the films. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm putting the film on, so I don't ever listen to it properly because I'm awful.
I think it depends. Like if I don't understand, I watch the commentary on all the Human Centipedes and Serbian film. So I just wanted to understand why it was made. Just an insight, and obviously it's just I don't understand. But I used to. But I'm a weird one. I'll watch a full walkthrough of a video game, and then I'll play the video game just for pointless.
I tell you what though, I'm guilty as charged. I've watched more hours of somebody else playing a video game than I have actually played a video game.
I do use the walkthroughs when I'm like, this day is gone. I got, how the hell am I supposed to do this? And then I was like, oh, right, you're going to pick up the gas canister and then walk, right, okay.
You just run.
And then
you just fucking run in that game. Just run.
It's all right so far. Not too bad. It's very Last of Us-esque.
See, I knew this would fucking happen. Trying to run through the comments and I'm missing people's comments and they're calling me out on it. I'm sorry, guys. Fucking hell. Now I'm scrolling back up in the comments. Okay, so yeah, done that one. Luke says he agrees the third one in the Dark Knight trilogy is pants. He's with Rob on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
He says, Luke says again, Paul, mate, I was there for both of them streams and I'm not single. He's referring to my 2 8-hour streams.
I'm only joking, Luke. It was only. I could have said, there's two words to the people, single and mental. But I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm only joking. It's in jest. Don't take anything personally.
I must have missed his comment, but he said he said congratulations on here to Rob for 300 subs.
Thank you. It's all them fake profiles I'm making up to get me over.
Oh. They'll flush them all out once you hit 300. Trust me.
Yeah.
See, I knew that would happen. Where I'm just rushing through the comments, I'm just missing a bunch of them because we're just going to fall behind otherwise. It's really hard. And you wonder why my fucking streams are 8 hours, Paul. That's why, because we're so behind on comments. I don't want to miss any, but now I've missed some. I feel bad. Fucking hell.
Dying.
Don't die, please. Don't die.
No,
Don't die.
Live on tonight's news, Paul dies. Nope. Okay.
No one cares.
Yep.
Give him cock to mouth. Cock to mouth.
Alex says, Paul, I've got Gladiator on my rewatch list for this week. Awesome film.
Get it watched, Alex. It's just
very good.
I quite like it now, how through this whole community, everybody now identifies what everybody's favourite film is. Like Rob's out and he picks up Gladiator, goes, that's Paul's favourite film. Picks up Birds of Prey and goes, that's Paul's favourite film. Or Jimmy does something and goes, oh, here's Geordie Paul's favourite film, and it's obviously Birds of Prey. Or Big Paulie. Everyone knows each other's favourite films when they're out and about. They'll always pick it up and go kind of near references. So if anybody sees anything Godzilla, they'll be like, "That's Brett."
I've not showed you what I've done to Midsummer yet. I don't know when I'm going to put that in a video. But
Yeah.
I am a builder, and so I've got access to power tools and mechanical diggers and everything. So I've done a short video on my review to Midsummer, which I'm going to put up soon.
I have a question about you had that quick when you went out together, you two, when the shops opened.
No, we didn't go out. We were just together.
Yeah,
what a date.
This is because I'm a bit. I tried to have a joke when I went out. We were standing at the ticket machine, and the guy was like, "Is it free parking?" And I was like, "Only to YouTube celebrities." And Paul looked at me like, "You fucking idiot."
Anyway, I was
didn't even hear you say that.
You did that little Instagram live thing. You was only on there for a few minutes.
Oh yeah, that was when we got back. Yeah.
And you got that Godzilla graphic novel, but I've already got it, and you're like, no.
Yeah, it was true. We went into cash converters and we just looked for stuff, and he was looking through all the graphic novels. He saw the Godzilla one. He went, "I want to get that for Jason." And then obviously, as a surprise, I thought, "Oh well, we're doing the live stream." And you popped up, and because he was just going to send it to you, and he went, "Oh, I'll show you this," and you went, "Oh, you got it." And Rob was like, But yeah, we're out.
The thing is, it was marked up at 50p because there was all 50p's, and obviously Paul went outside and Lady come up to me. I'm sorry, it's not 50p. It's £5. And I was like, "Yeah, it ain't worth £5." As a joke. And she goes, she said you can have it for £2, and I was like, £2. So obviously I bought it because obviously thinking you don't see a lot of that stuff. If you got it, you got it. If you ain't, you ain't. But you got it.
There's not a lot of Godzilla stuff I don't have, to be honest. Obviously,
did you see the stuff in the newest video? Obviously, the Worlds Apart stuff, the Godzilla section.
I don't think I caught it. No, to be honest.
So the bit where you said I'm potentially having a shit, a bit.
Yeah.
Just before you cut to Trick or Treat, they've got a section of just all Godzilla figures, and they've reduced them all.
It's always places that are like super far away from me. It's always.
Yeah, but I'm not super far. I know there's a post office. I can always sort you out. I'll always help a collector out. Even if someone ain't got many funds, if I've got some spare money, I'll always help the community. That's what I do.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, Rob's getting me his 5 Blu-rays when he goes it for free. He's nodding, going, "I'm fucking not." All right.
Again, Luke, apologies for missing your comments. I fucking hate missing comments. This is why it goes on for 8 hours. Because I try to get to everyone's comment.
See, Jason,
James.
Now you know how hard it is for me when I've got me, Rob, and Pete to compare with a guest as well. But yeah, there you go. It is hard work. They don't realise that though.
Anyway, James asks, "Did you ever collect annuals as a kid?" Yes, I did.
No.
I used to get
WWE ones yearly.
When I was a kid, I used to get what ones did I used to get? I think I used to get Power Ranger ones.
Did you get the Viz ones? I think you took. How old are you, Jason? I would have said you. So you would have had Viz. Do you know about Viz?
I recognise the name, but I don't know what it is.
There's annuals in, but I had Thundercats, He-Man, Turtles, Bucky O'Hare.
You know Viz is from my neck of the woods, don't you?
What, Viz?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
It is a Newcastle-based adult comic. I only used to get the Beano and the Dandy. It was the only ones I got annual-wise. So there you go.
Here we go. James asks, "Can we get a bit of Arnie, please?" So we've had the done. Now we want the Arnie. Well, I don't know. No, stop it with the Arnie. I don't want to do the Arnie no more. I'm not your puppet, you idiots. Get down. Go. Get to the chopper. Do it. Go. There you go. Done. Sorted. I still need to get the low end. Like I don't have enough bass in my voice to do it properly. It's quite hard.
It's good though, man.
Can you do Arnie from Batman and Robin?
Can you do You're Not Taking Me to the Caller in Arnie?
No, my favorite quote
Nice
from
to
that,
see you.
my favorite quote in that film is like, "What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age." Best line in that film. That's the best.
Do you know I've got a 3-hour cut of Batman Forever.
Wait, what?
There's an extended cut of Batman Forever that I've got, and it's a completely different film. It opens with Arkham Asylum, and you've got Two-Face in there. Two-Face escaping Arkham, and it's a completely different film when you watch it.
Wasn't it going to be similar to the Tim Burton Batmans? Was it going to be R-rated? Because I've heard stories about a more violent film.
Yeah, I think he was caught in Arkham, wasn't he, Batman, and to do a Scarecrow, and then he ended up. Oh, Jack Nicholson was supposed to be in it. All the old villains were in it, but hallucinations because of the Scarecrow. I heard, but never happened.
Interesting. Alex says the best James Bond line is at the end of The World Is Not Enough, when Pierce Brosnan is getting it on with Dr. Christmas, and he says, "I thought Christmas only came once a year." Cringe. That is cringe. That is cringe-a-roonoo.
To be fair, there is another line in this movie when they come out when they're out of the tube and it blows up, and Vinny Richards' character says, "Oh, somebody's going to have my ass for this," and he says, "First things first." I thought I do quite like that.
What's what? Because I know.
What about Alan Cummings? I am invincible from Goldeneye.
Dies.
Yeah.
What? I know the scene. I know the line, but I don't know what Bond film it is. He harpoons a guy on the beach and goes, "I think he got the point." What Bond film is that?
It sounds like a Roger Moore one.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Probably Live and Let Die in it. Maybe.
If it's on the beach, it's probably going to be living. Or it might I think it might be Thunderball.
Thunderball.
I could be wrong. I'm sure somebody's watching this will know.
Yeah, Phil Baker has just chimed in and said Thunderball. Thank you, Phil.
Oh, legend. Easy.
I was right.
Alex says
he was.
As well. So yeah, well done, Paul. Well done. You were correct.
It was a lucky guess from Paul up there.
Scott asks, who would you like to play a bad guy in James Bond?
I was going to say Christoph Waltz, but he already is.
Tom Hardy.
No, he's too cockney. You want somebody more.
You need a bit of cock in the film, don't you? A bit of cockney.
Arnie.
Do they have to be British? They don't have to be British, do they?
No.
Because I would say Bryan Cranston. I think he'd be a really kind of, if he's playing like the Heisenberg character, he's like a really brutal Heisenberg character, would be pretty cool.
Or William Dafoe, maybe. William Dafoe.
We could do William Dafoe. Tom Berenger's normally quite. And at the time, he could be a right piece of. He was a piece of work in Platoon.
Was it Tom Berryman?
Oh, Tom Berenger, divvy.
Who's the actor who plays William Fisk in the Daredevil series, Netflix Daredevil series?
He's the guy from Full Metal Jacket, isn't he?
Is he?
Got
Alfred
from
Full
Metal Jacket.
He's also in Men in Black, isn't he? He's the antagonist in Men in Black.
Oh, he plays Edgar, doesn't he? The Edgar bug.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio of
Sugar.
him.
Sugar in water.
That guy there.
Oh.
Yeah, that him.
So. Look, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Vincent.
He plays
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, he plays William Fisk in the Netflix Daredevil series.
They should bring it back. They should bring it back in the Marvel universe, right?
He was the best part of that first season for me. Daredevil. William Fisk. He was fantastic. I'd say that guy would be a good villain. I think he plays a villain really well. That's my pick. James asks, "What film do you wish you could have seen on? You could have seen on its original cinema release." There's too many, right? There's too many.
It's before I was born. I would say the original Star Wars. I see in the cinema from Jedi, so I would have said probably New Hope or just Star Wars. Everything. I see everything in the 80s, so it's going to be before my time.
See, I was born in 86, so I was not old enough to see anything, obviously, in the 80s. So
I would probably say the 1953 War of the Worlds.
Cool.
Because I'm a big fan of that movie.
Yeah, I'd probably say something like Alien or The Thing. The Thing would be cool to see that.
I'd love to have. Yeah, I'd love to see some of the Richard Laurel and Hardy stuff, in the 20s at the cinema at that time. Because obviously it's funny now. It must have been hilarious then. It would be nice to kind of see that kind of stuff.
All the Universal monster stuff would be cool to have seen.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Obviously, they're landmark, isn't they? The landmark now. Can you imagine? Yeah, at the time, blowing people's minds.
Can you imagine if you obviously was in that generation of the 20s and you time traveled to now and watched the film now? It'd blow you away, wouldn't it? Or not?
I would have liked to see Aliens at the cinema, but I know obviously they get re-released and go in there.
I see the re-release of Aliens.
Yeah, but I mean, going in the first time to watch it, so you haven't really seen it before, and coming out after watching that film, that would have been immense. Because the only Alien film that I saw at the cinema on actual release was Resurrection. And
I see 3 as well. I see 3 and Resurrection, I think.
I think 3 I read the novelization first.
I've seen no Alien. The only Alien film I've seen in the cinema is Alien Covenant, and it was shite.
I've got the poster. You can't say that.
I've seen all the Terminator in the cinema, all the Batmans. Yeah, there's probably more that I've seen, but I recall seeing every Terminator.
Well, I was really excited to see Prometheus. One of those films. I was like, oh god, great! Really start back the Alien franchise. Prometheus, get in. Pre-book the tickets like 3-4 months in advance. Great, and I thought I'm going to get tips. One of my mates will go with me. Got to the night beforehand, and none of my mates wanted to go. So I ended up taking the wife, and then only because of the fact of I had nobody else to go with. All by myself. Anyway, and came out of it, and I went, "What do you think of that?" And she's like, "I goes, you knew he was an android," and she's like, "He was an android." I'm like, "Yeah." I goes, "The fact he's still talking and ripped his head off, does that not give it away?" Oh, right. And I was like, "Yeah." So
he doesn't like Aliens, does he? Ridley Scott. He made them 2 films to stop people making other Alien films because the continuity in the films. He made them just to put a stop to Aliens, Alien 3, and Resurrection because he didn't like what the series went, and he ruined the series with both of them films. Personally,
Prometheus and Good Covenant I enjoy, but they're nowhere near as good as Alien, Aliens, and Alien 3. But of the 2, I prefer Prometheus to Covenant. But I do like a lot of parts of Covenant, apart from the you blow and I'll do the fingering. Apart from that moment,
fucking awful.
I
really want to see them fingers.
For me, I think, I've always said this. I think Prometheus, it works well as a standalone science fiction film.
Yeah.
But I feel the fact that Alien Covenant forcibly tied it to the Alien franchise, because it was fairly loose anyway. The fact that Covenant forcibly tied it together as an Alien, now it's officially an Alien prequel now. I think it's hurt the film on rewatches for me.
But with another thing, obviously, I might have missed it completely over all these years. Obviously, Aliens on LV-426, where the ship crashed. That ship's not in the other films, is it? No. What was that? A renamed planet? Was that a renamed planet? Was Covenant planet a renamed? So what's the ship that crashed into?
No. The one from Prometheus that they go to is a no. Covenant is an LV planet, but it's not the same one as Alien. It is the same ship, but it's not the same planet. It's a different LV.
So could that have been potentially where the third film was going?
No, I don't think so. I think we're just slowly going to join up to the beginning of Alien. I think it's going to go from. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, you're probably right. It's going to be something where David's taken the embryo and he's going to impregnate something. He's going to create this synthetic life or this organic life on LV-426, and then obviously it's going to be left desolate. But then you still got to wonder how that ship that they had got there, because he's on another spaceship. So yeah,
because I read a story that sounded amazing, where the aliens, the backstory, the aliens fled their homeworld because there was something on there bigger than them. So when they went to alien homeworld, the humans, you had these creatures that were taking out the Xenos. That was a good kind of twist on it, but they're good standalone films. But that's cinematography on them films was very good. I think when the waterfall at the beginning of Prometheus, when it pans back, it's a beautiful looking film. But for me, they're not alien films. And this Alien TV series they're doing, it's not supposed to be anything to do with aliens, though, is it? I've heard.
No, it's set on Earth, isn't it?
I've heard that Disney are planning to reboot Aliens without.
And try to one a year, aren't they?
Without Ellen Ripley. That's why I don't think we're going to get a conclusion to this this Ridley Scott Alien prequel trilogy. I don't think we're going to get the third film. I think that's done now. I don't think we'll see it.
Did you read the Michelle Rodriguez thing about possibly casting as young Vasquez on a prequel?
Interesting. I can see that sort of. I can see it could be a good pick, maybe.
Have a colonial Marines film. Hasn't got to be Xenos. You know, that was the first alien they encountered like that, but they could just go around. I'd like to see.
Well, they mentioned in Aliens, like, is this a routine? Is this a routine?
Or another bug hunt? Yeah,
another bug hunt. So that tells me that they've been on bug hunts before, right? So it could be those. You know, they've encountered other life before, maybe.
You see, still cool. Alien. Another thing I hate about Resurrection is Alien was called Alien because there was a single alien, wasn't it? Really? Yeah, we had kind of face hugger, but in theory, the xenomorph there was one, so alien singular, and aliens because you had a whole hive of them, so it's the plural, and then go back to basics. Alien 3 was the third film, but alien singular because there was only one alien, and then Alien Resurrection. It's like, well, there's more than one, so I call them that. So I love the fact how they're called Alien 3, not Aliens 3, or they're called Alien because there was a single alien, and there was the third film. But yeah. It took me ages to figure that out.
So it should be Aliens Resurrection then.
Exactly, Aliens Resurrection. Yeah, but if they put Aliens Resurrection, they probably think they're going to bring Hicks back to life or something.
That film should have not been called anything because it shouldn't exist. It's fucking dog shit. I hate that film. I hate it.
Resurrection.
Yeah, I can't stand that movie.
Yeah, it's like a B movie alien film.
But it's better than RoboCop 3.
Yes.
Yes. Look, now you've I've got to go and rewatch both of those now, don't I? Fuck's sake, Rob. Fucking hell.
But I don't understand the hate for Resurrection because I know you don't like Ron Perlman. I think the cast of the Betty, it's a really good crew. And I think the Queen looked good. The hybrid alien looked rubbish. But the aliens look good. I think it was a weak story with I think the cast was a good group of people. It felt like aliens to me.
No. I couldn't get it. I just thought the acting was bad, and the baddie doctor was bad as well. And who was that guy? There was one. Yeah, I just couldn't get away with it. Especially the guy at the end when he goes into the nest and he gets absorbed by it, or eats his head off. You're so beautiful.
That's Chucky. That's Chucky. That's Chucky.
I know it is. Brad Dourif, whatever.
I think you need to watch it. You need to watch it again. Watch it again.
No, I'm never going to watch it.
Maybe we should do a live stream watching it.
To me, it just came like I think the tone was all wrong. It came across as like an aliens cartoon. Like it wasn't. It was a complete joke. Yeah, I didn't go much on it at all.
I'm trying to see.
Generally hate
books have got the. How long is the extended version
of Aliens? I think it's an extra 40 minutes, isn't it?
No, Alien Resurrection is an extra
It's
7 minutes for the extended edition.
the extended stuff is awful in that film.
Yeah, well, I mean, Alien 3's extended edition is a good half an hour more, and it's so much better film. Aliens, I mean, it's only an extra 80, 70 minutes, but you've got the gun turrets and everything running out, which isn't in the original. Guns,
and the director's cut of Alien is shorter.
It is, but it has Dallas up on a nest, doesn't it? And plus, wasn't it? Is it in the extended edition where they've got Thingy's character tells Ripley to kill him, or was that? No, that was in the cutting room floor, wasn't it? And Burke gets to find him in the nest. Yeah, we know so much stuff about this stuff. But
it's our generation, all of ours. We brought up on them films, and there'll be films like that again.
No. Anyway, Jason, you've got 10 minutes for me. So come on and get some more questions. I'm going to bed in 10 minutes.
Jack says he loves comedy tracks. The Evil Dead one and the Dust Till Dawn ones are excellent, especially because Dawn has Tarantino commentary and he never does them on his own films. Cool. Luke says, I don't know what to get, either the Godzilla 4K set HMV exclusive or the Urban Legend Trilogy box set. I'm torn between the two. Which one should I get first, do you guys think? I'd say Godzilla 4K.
I would say
only because I feel
Urban Legend and a special effects film, is it?
I think Godzilla is more limited, is it, than the Urban Legend?
Maybe? Yeah. If you're talking about the Sin edition, if it's going to be that, then I would say like Urban Legend, because you're getting 4 for 30 quid in the box set, whereas with the Godzilla normal 4K, it'll probably go down into like 2 for 30 or whatever. But if it's going to be the Sin edition, I'd get that before that sells out, because the Steelbook's already sold out of Savvy.
Louise Wright just says Gamera. Cool. I like Gamera. Gamera's cool. We're towards the. We got two more. We got one more question, which is from Alex. He asks, "What do you guys think is the best film twist of all time?"
What happens if we say something that nobody's seen that film before?
Yeah, no, that's it. Well, I know mine's. I'd say mine's old enough to say it because I assume everyone's seen it.
Sixth Sense is one that always gets filled, doesn't it? Or Saw.
Yeah,
it depends what you consider to be a twist. Because for me, it's my. I think the biggest cinematic twist of all time is "I Am Your Father," Empire Strikes Back. Because it does flip the story on its head.
Narrative, yeah. I mean, there's an Arrow film ICU which I watched, and there's 2 twists within that, and I think that's excellent. Best film twist of all time.
I've got it. It's Old Boy.
That is crushingly brutal. Like,
because that's fucked up.
Yeah,
that's got to be, isn't it? That's the worst thing that could happen to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's true.
That like literally, like when I watched that for the first time, my stomach just like did a fucking cartwheel. Jesus Christ, that film. Great film though, but that twist is fucked.
I don't know. Twist.
M. Night Shyamalan film.
I have a question about twists though to you guys. Because I do consider it a spoiler. When someone goes, "Oh, great film," the twist was unexpected. When someone says that, I'm like, "That's a spoiler, you absolute cunt. Why did you say there was a twist?" Now I'm going to expect a twist, and it won't be surprising. Do you agree with that?
No, I get you. Yeah, because you wouldn't know there was. See, with ICU, I never knew there was a twist coming. So I've just become a cunt.
I almost bought that film, but I chose not to. So you're all right.
No,
ICU is. Even the trailer gives nothing away, and I watched it, and you won't even see what I mentioned coming. It's really good. When I first got onto YouTube and did a review on it, it was one of the first films I ever reviewed because I watched it purely because it was Arrow, and I thought I'll give it a go, and I was like, that's really good. Apart from Helen Hunt's face, where she's had a lot of surgery done, and she's very stiff. But yeah, Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there.
See, it never ruins me. Like someone tells me an end of a film or a twist, I'm not bothered. I still get enjoyment. But so I had an incident where my wife's four episodes into Lost, and I potentially told her what happens at the end. So she obviously refuses to watch any of it now. But it's just a bit of fun, isn't it?
I haven't watched any of that show. It takes a lot for me to get into a TV show, if I'm honest.
I think with the TV show as well, 24 always did 12 episodes, and after the 12th episode, there was a twist, and then the other half of the season took you on a completely different. You always knew you got 12 episodes, something was going to go wrong, or there was a twist for every season of 24.
Build up to the end.
And there's always a mole in CTU every time.
You can talk about like Game of Thrones and the Red Wedding, like if you're watching that, like when it was airing, you knew nothing. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like when that happened, you're like, holy
nobody's
shit.
safe kind of thing.
Yeah. It's just like everyone, no one's got plot armor. Anybody can basically bite the bullet. Like,
yeah. Well, that when just after I stopped watching Walking Dead, when Negan arrived. Yeah, that kind of got me a bit, but then I lost interest after series 6, I think.
I'm still on season 4. I haven't started watching it. I started watching it religiously, and then my first daughter was born, and I'm like obviously like 6 years behind it. I've got them all on Blu-ray, but just haven't had a chance to watch them.
Just wait till it finishes. There's so many side stories now.
You know what I mean, Jason? We talked earlier on about we've got all this stuff. I mean, I've got like I've got all the seasons of Walking Dead. I need to catch up. No, let's watch Netflix.
Yeah, we were saying, Rob, how like I've got like a whole shelf. We've all got like shelves full of new films we've not seen yet that are like we've bought them are cheap or whatever. I'm just like, shall I watch this new slasher film that looks amazing that I've not seen before? No, I'll just watch Die Hard for the 5,000th time.
Yeah.
It's always the one.
Well, you always had them guilty pleasure films you always go back to. Now you've got a load of sealed stuff. But let's watch this again. Let's go and watch Field of Dreams for the 50th time.
Joe, that the biggest go back to film that I always go back to all the time is Critters. I'm like, shall I watch that film that's just come out that I've bought the Blu-ray for? No, I'll watch Critters. It's always
Critters is Paul, you've seen Critters, haven't you?
A long time ago.
It is better than Gremlins. I can't show you mine yet. It's not turned up in the post. It'll be here soon.
This is made from stone. Someone made this out of stone. It weighs like a paperweight. It weighs a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, with regards to I'm going to say it to you, Rob. If you want to send me some pre-released Critter stuff.
Okay.
I've got a Twitch. Sorry, something in the eye. Yeah, I'll give it a rewatch.
The thing is, it completely changed my view of Critters when the Blu-rays come out, because obviously I've watched them on VHS through DVD, and you watch it on Blu-ray now. It's very blue, the first film, and it looks very sharp, and it looks a completely different film. Have you, Jace? You've seen the Blu-ray of Critters, haven't you? The first one.
Yeah, I've got the Blu-ray. Yeah.
It looks completely different, doesn't it? The way it's colorized now.
Yeah. Like the VHS is very much like I don't know what to say. It's got like this weird kind of sheen to it. I don't know how to explain it. It's also pan and scan, which I hate. You know, the films obviously with it's really bad. Like they can't do the full like ratios. They do pan and scan.
There's one bit in 4. There's one bit in 4 that I absolutely hate. There's a bit where a critter goes around the corner, and you can tell it's a stick with a tire on, covered in fur, covered in hair, and they do this around the corner, and you can see it. It's Critters 4. Critters 4 is, I would say, RoboCop 3 is better than Critters 4.
Oh, and there goes
Loki.
Well,
eat my dog. Yes.
Yes, the dog will amend. Is that dog queuing that it's your time to go, Paul? Because it's gone 10:30.
No. I'm good for another couple of minutes. Yeah.
Cool. So just checking. Right.
Joking. I'll see you later.
He's going to message me going, Rob, you invaded my stream. UCUNT.
Absolute cunt. I say it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I just say it.
C-bomb.
When I'm this close, my head is massive. I look like a pop vinyl. A Marvel one. from this.
I'm surprised, Rob, you haven't 3D printed your own pop vinyl.
I have 3D printed stuff of mine, but in mold form.
Yeah, Rob goes to me. Oh, do you like this, mate?
Something off yours.
Rob's like, I can get you 3D printer of Maximum. Do you want that? Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, you do it now.
I've actually forgot about that. But as you see, I've got my printed Scorpion and a Sub-Zero mask, and I have downstairs. I'm currently doing a Shell Karma.
So you have a machine then, Rob? Yeah.
Now I've got a friend down the road that's got 18 printers.
Bloody hell, they're expensive.
And he prints these off for me for a tenner, and obviously I'll sand them and paint them, and I think I'm not going to remove one because I take them. Oh, shit! Right, someone's gone. So Scorpions.
You should do a reptile, like the old green ninja reptile mask.
Oh, I've got it downstairs to do.
Awesome.
I've got Kano's as well. That's another thing about the movie. Kano's not shit.
That's good. I mean, the trailer.
Yeah, the other review I saw was where they're saying that the actor who plays Kano is like the comedy element of the film.
Every other word he says is fuck, and they don't hold back. But the whole back in the his rivalry was with Sonya, and there is still that chemistry. They're still not friends, but they have to work together. You're gonna love it.
I can't wait, to be honest. I'm looking forward to it.
Anyway, Jack from Physical Media Madness says the Prestige has some amazing twists, so underrated. I've not seen the Prestige.
Yeah. Is that the Christian Bale one?
Yes, Christian Bale.
Was there two kind of card game ones at the same time?
Yeah. There was that one. There's The Illusionist, which has got Edward Norton in it.
What kind of film is the Prestige then?
What kind of film is it?
Yeah, like genre-wise.
It's a Christopher Nolan. Oh, thriller, mystery thriller.
Okay.
I lost one of my men.
Scott says he's never seen Critters. And he says they're good then, I take it. Yes, except 4. Don't watch 4. 1, 2, and 3 are definitely watchable.
And the only watchable version of New Binge is my one.
The fan edit. Yeah. Watch it like a movie. It's really you did a good job on that though, Rob. It's seamless as well. It's really good.
It took me bloody ages because the sync kept going, and I had to sort it's a pain in the ass.
What do you use to edit?
I use my laptop. It's just a crap software that I got on my laptop. It's not anything good.
I do recommend you, if you can, investing in Adobe Premiere Pro. It's just like it's the basically the business is basically the best thing.
See, I hate subscription things. I like to buy it straight. I know everything's like that now. You got to pay monthly.
Yeah, it's just I've been paying £20 a month for 4 years for Adobe Premiere Pro. So
yeah,
but I've learned how to use it.
You
know, I'm pretty happy about it. So. But like if you want to like upgrade your editing, or you feel like you need a bit more features, it's the way to go, I think. For software.
Yeah, I think it's the next step for my evolution as a creator.
Yes, mates. Yes. You're
get the fucking dog out, man.
Your dog.
Tell you what, I'm not putting bacon on it yet. Fuck's sake.
Right. Because this is funny. This is quite topical. Luke says, "Can't believe you don't like Beverly Hills Chihuahua, Jason. Thanks again. What more do you want? This dog's talking." So Luke won a competition on my last stream, and he won a copy of Disney's Beverly Hills Chihuahua that I got in a Disney lot that I didn't want because it's like one of the worst films of all time. It's fucking dog shit. See what I did there? Dog shit. Yeah, it's awful. But I'm glad that you like it, Luke. I'm glad that you're getting enjoyment from it. Very good. You're very welcome. It's awesome.
Rob will get some Chihuahua enjoyment later. I said Rob will get some Chihuahua enjoyment later on.
James Millership says, "You guys are all great friends." Well, thank you.
It's all fake.
It's all fake, yeah.
Well,
he did call me 18 times.
Because you see the picture here, this Dilophosaurus that Jason sent me on the back, it does actually say "you cunt," but it doesn't show that. You don't see that, but you only see the front.
Did you add that yourself to make me look bad? This is what it is. It's like a hit piece.
It's your handwriting.
Jason wrote about me. What a bastard!
It's your handwriting on the back of
it. Doubtful. James also asks, do you watch each other's videos on your phone or on the TV? On my PC, actually. I watch using my computer.
I was watching on the phone because the kids in front of the telly, and it's bad enough seeing Rob's face this big. I don't want to see it on the telly.
I don't watch anyone's videos. I only watch my own.
Yeah, I don't watch Rob's in bed on my own naked.
That's a complete lie. I watch if I'm out, like if I'm picking the wife up, I've got everyone's stream on my phone. I do because my wife hates YouTube. I've got to sneak it in when she's in the bath. She has baths for 3 hours, so that's like 6 videos I can watch. I try and keep up with everyone that I am subscribed to, because obviously you've got to show support if everyone's supporting you.
Exactly. Yeah, totally agree with that. Yeah.
Speaking about supporting people, Scott asks a favour. Any chance I could some help with my channel, guys? I've got 11 subs. Everyone in the chat, could you please kindly go and subscribe to Scott? He is a legend. He's been so generous to the community with subscriber mails and just being a great supporter. So please go and subscribe.
And it's not generosity to be popular. He's generally a nice guy, and he's does it the goodness of his own heart. It's like and the same as Phil and loads of other people. It's like Harris, it's a great community. We don't ask for this stuff, and it's a pleasure to do videos for ourselves and for you guys.
We have interactions with these guys as well who do subscribers. I mean, like Phil messaged me on Instagram, Scott messaged me on Facebook Messenger. It's just great to have, the people like out of the blue. I had like Karis message me and go, "Can I send you some stuff?" I'm just like, "You what? You don't, Or Scott will be like, "I bought this for you." Scott, or Phil's like, "You can have Monster Squad," and I don't think it's hard to say that. I don't want to disrespect Scott, but I don't think anything can top Monster Squad. But everything that Scott gets me, I'm eternally grateful for. But having the Monster Squad is just, there you go.
Yeah,
it's flattering all the stuff we get, but we're not. We're just like everyone else. You see us on the street, say hello. We're nothing special. We just like doing what we're doing.
I think to be fair, everyone just ignores us because they don't want to say hello to us. I actually did when I got home. I said, "Annie," my wife, and I said to her, "Oh, me and Rob got recognised all the time." She was like, "Did you? Really?" I went, "No." Nobody knows who the fuck we are. Lucky.
My dog knows.
Yeah.
He just said Rob Fresh Bailey then.
Just to end this topic, the community is unbelievable, like really unbelievable in terms of not just generosity, just like general supportiveness and everyone's always like checking out each other's videos and that. It's so good. Like, and sorry, go on.
Who's first? So lockdown's brought everyone together, isn't it? Because obviously, when I was working with Jake, I was doing occasional videos and never really talked to anyone. I was always, I was admin for Big Paulie, and it's literally you just there in the background until we all started getting talking, and we're all good friends now. It's like a normal day for us to have a chat.
Yeah,
it's good.
Because I remember, like, I joined the Big Paulie chatty group on Facebook, and I just shared a video of mine. I think it was like a pro Godzilla video. And Rob, you subbed to me. I think both of you subbed to me around the same time. And I got chatting to you, Rob, and you were like, "Oh, I'm doing this Critters Club. Do you want to do it? Do you want to be a part of it?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I love Critters." So that's how we kind of got to know each other. And then I think Paul, you won that Mothra Blu-ray in my first giveaway. So that's how we got talking. So it's always I've met some great people, man. Honestly, some great people.
We just are two of the ones which aren't very good.
And it seems like we've known each other forever, doesn't it? It seems like we've known each other forever, but it's not been that long. Really. Locally, fuck off.
Yeah. The phone. What was that? Was that Jason? Was that you?
He's actually cast in Dog Soldiers 2, my dog.
Dog wankers.
Is your dog right there?
He's outside the door.
Oh, okay.
Because to be honest, when Rob now rings me, the wife goes, "Is that your boyfriend?" But yeah, I'm like, yeah. She goes, "Gay." So
I showed the wife. I said, "Look, before I put this video up, is this footage all right?" She's like, "What the fuck?" First off, you got paedophile Falcor in this video from Never Any Story, and then you got some guys that are stalking you, like as a joke, but people are gonna think you're gay. It's like, I used to. It's fine. It's just we're banter. It's good. I think your videos have got to be fun because it could be boring. You know, we're going out looking at films. You've got to make it fun, and that's what I'm going to try and do go forward. Make scenarios up and make it different, like you do with your intros, and obviously Jason's voices he does. It's like it separates you from everyone else because it's all generic.
I showed the wife the 2 videos I did for your intro and ending, and she looked at it. She went, well, the editing's improved.
That's a gut punch right there.
Jesus.
But Scott, just one thing on Scott. I'll look for that Mean Girls. I'll message you tomorrow.
There you go. Always a machine.
Jack from Physical Media Madness says, if you want great free high-end editing software, DaVinci Resolve is excellent. There is a bit of a learning curve, but it's well worth it. I would agree with him. DaVinci Resolve is really good, but I couldn't get my head around it. I found Adobe Premiere easier, but obviously it costs money. So,
okay.
Your dog doesn't like DaVinci Resolve. He disagrees with me. I don't know.
It's saying it's a very good editing software. Oh yeah. You're right. Anything else? Yeah, true. Called as a cunt.
I thought you said twat, to be honest.
No, it's definitely the woo. That's the cunt bit.
Okay.
I swear we're up to like 7 cunts or 8 now. I said it.
I've only said 1.
I think I've said 1.
Yeah. But on that bombshell, I am now gonna vacate. So
I'm going to potentially have to go as well. So because I've got to destroy that dog, take him to the kebab shop.
Okay. We have got 2 more just comments quickly.
Right, let's get it done.
Yeah.
Luke says he's joking. He says yeah, Rob. What happened to my copy of Godzilla vs. Kong, mate? I was interested in what happened to it. Only joking, mate. Would like one. Haha. Only joking.
Okay. I did forget. I'll sort that out tomorrow. Sorry, man.
And Scott ends the stream for us. He says, "You guys all have helped me so much with my depression and anxiety, and I thank you so much. Much love to you." Well, that means so much, guys. Honestly, that means a lot to me. Love. I can't do it. There you go. Yay! All the love signs. Anyway.
Last time I did that, I got called gay, so I'm not going to do it again. We are love.
Whatever. I don't.
Yes. Thanks very much, Scott. Okay. We're always here for everybody.
Yeah. Right. So with that being said, we are going to end the stream. No more. So yeah, it's like the earliest end to the stream ever, probably. With that, guys, Paul, thanks for joining me on this stream. Really appreciate it. Rob, thanks for joining. For me. Oh, sorry, Rob, thanks for invading. Should I say the stream?
I'm the NWO of the streaming world.
Yes, mate.
For life.
I've done a lot of streams. Anyway, with that being said, as always, I have been Jason, and I am gonna go and actually watch a film for once and not stay up until like 4 a.m.
Die Hard.
Yeah, now I want to watch Die Hard. Thanks, Paul. Anyway,
Midsummer.
Everybody, subscribe to Geordie Paul and subscribe to Rob Effects Bounty. Done.
And this Steve.
Subscribe.
Well, I think I already subscribed to him because of his stream.
Oh yeah. Anyway, everybody, we will see you next week with Jack from Physical Media Madness. Take care, everyone. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Laters.